What's your true life story that nobody will believe? Serious. My dad was married 2 times before my mom. When he was with his second wife, he would travel a lot for work. Which I knew. What I didn't know is that one night he came home to find his wife in bed with another man. Actually walked in on them. He left the room and came back with a gun. Shot the man dead, and wounded his wife. He turned himself in immediately and was sent to prison. He was sentenced to 10 years in a maximum security prison. In the last year he was in prison, which was the 4th year, he got out for good behavior, and since the judge ruled it a crime of passion, he met the prison minister. The prison minister was my mom. My dad is a murderer, my mom was the minister. I am the product of a conjugal visit. I was sitting on the curb of a busy intersection with my girlfriend at the time when a car approaching the intersection hit a rabbit. The rabbit was in mid-stride, and it flew forward instead of getting squashed. The rabbit flew a few feet and landed in my lap. Both me and the rabbit survived. My aunt has only ever flown from Atlanta Airport twice. The first time it was hijacked, taken to Cuba, and then sent back to the States. The second time the landing gear didn't work and they did a crash landing on the belly of the plane. My aunt has never flown through Atlanta since. In college I had a bunked bed with my desk under it. I was in bed reaching for my cell on the desk and lost my balance, fell off the bed, did a full flip and landed in a perfect sitting position in my chair unharmed. My roommate witnessed everything but nobody believed us. I met a guy online. We emailed and messaged, this was before texting was a thing, and went out a few times. I liked him but wasn't sure about it. He called me pretty regularly, again, this was pretexting. One day, no calls. That night I called and left him a message. No return call. I called his work the next day, and he hadn't shown up. I called the police, who did a well-person check at his house but he wasn't there. I wasn't there. The next day the police called me back, they'd found his body. He'd been murdered by one of his neighbors and I had to testify at the trial.